Hey everybody, Brittany Grealish from the Fingerless Kitchen, and today I am back at the Chef and the Cook, and I have a little surprise for you. This time we are not going into the restaurant, but we're heading somewhere else. So if you guys want to follow along, and I'll show you where we're gonna go. All right, so come on. All right, everybody, we are on the truck, and we are here with DeAnna Germano. Last time we were here at Chef and the Cook was in the middle of winter, and it was a nasty snowstorm, so DeAnna and I couldn't get together. So I'm so glad today that DeAnna has accepted my challenge, and we're on the food truck, the Chef and the Sea.
Yeah, you're one of the first people on the food truck that is not one of my cooks. So
Excellent. And we have some extra friends today. So if anybody wants to see that we have these lovely lovely friends visiting and buzzing, so don't mind us if we're waving around a little bit. Yeah, so DeAnna took me up on the challenge for the No Thumb Chef Challenge. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to tape your hands up so that you have...
Take my fingers away.
Yep, you're going to take your fingers away. All of this, we're going to leave you with just that on both hands.
I have a tiny pinky.
I know, it's small. Look, well, sort of. And so we're going to do it to both hands. And our simple challenge today, the simple kitchen task, is to peel and chop garlic. Something that everybody pretty much does at home. Like, this is a pretty standard task in the kitchen for everyone to do.
It's like how you start your day usually.
Yeah, with garlic. At least how I like to start my day. All right. So can you tell us a little bit more about how the Chef and the Sea came about? Because we know you have Chef and the Cook, and you've got this wonderful place here in Baldwinsville and patio by the river. And when did this start for you guys?
We got the Chef and the Sea in July of this year. We were supposed to get it earlier in the year. We have 2 food trucks, a catering business, and a restaurant. So we have the other food truck is Chef for Rent, which is farm to table. This is seafood. And then we have the restaurant.
Excellent.
That bee is throwing me off.
It's gonna get us. You've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You really have a lot going on. You guys are really, I think, exploding here in the area and are really rocking it. And so
We're trying to. I'm trying to be innovative and fun.
Well, I think it's fun. I'm really excited to be on the truck today because this is my first time on a food truck.
I'd say this is a good food truck to be on for your first time.
That's right.
It's all custom built, all brand new equipment, so you can't get much better than this right here.
No, you can't. You said that we've got some what did you-
Hydraulics.
So we got some hydraulics. So if we're bouncing around and ducking from wasps, that we'll be okay on those knees and feet. So
Yeah, your knees won't be tired at all trying to run away from the bees.
Excellent. So are you ready?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, fine. I'm very interested to see how this goes. I have small pinkies,
Now,
so.
did your husband tell you how it went for him last time, or is he just cool?
No, he didn't, and I actually haven't watched the video, so you're getting me completely blind to this.
Well, that's what we like. I usually have our chefs not practice anything. That's what I like, is that you guys are going to go natural. You're going to kind of have to get out of your comfort zone and give this a shot and see how I do it in my world here in the kitchen. I'm going to wrap you up. This is always a little awkward, so you let me know if it's too tight. I don't want to go too tight on you. So what I've heard from some other chefs is that this kind of hurts.
It's like boxing gloves.
That's right.
And it is a little awkward because you're not used to having your fingers like bent in that way.
Is that one going to pop out?
No, those aren't going anywhere.
Okay, your other finger's not.
They're not going anywhere.
All right, good.
They're pretty well stuck in there.
Excellent. Well, this is the fun part, and I really like doing this with chefs because it's really a way for us for me, to get people out of their comfort zones, look at something new, and challenge the way they see people with disabilities in the kitchen, right? And we do that by kind of taking all your fingers away and not really making you disabled, but making it a lot harder. And bringing in a new perspective, right? It's kind of what I want to do.
Okay, I have a quarter
it's so
of a pinky. I know.
Do you see this? Do you see how tiny that is? I mean, she gets it, but she does have all of this, right? She does have all of that to work with. But that's a little pinky. I mean,
I got little pinkies.
when your husband and Jason did it, their hands are a lot bigger.
I think this one's bigger than that one. Now that I'm looking at just my pinkies for the first time in my life.
Now that I'm looking at my pinkies, they've been there forever.
I know, but you don't usually just look at just your pinkies.
No.
You don't usually look at your hands this way.
Mm-mm.
So.
No. Okay, so what I'm going to encourage you to do while we're doing this is you can start the normal way that you really would chop garlic, and then try some other stuff. These are the things I use at home. This one drives me crazy, but I'm going to give it to you if you want to try it.
Why does it drive you crazy?
Because it's got gears and stuff. It's a little crazy. See, there's like all this, I don't know. My husband figured it out. You got to like pull this up somehow, and I don't know. It's a contraption. If you can figure out how to use it. Yeah. Chopping garlic does not need to be complicated. We just need to figure out a way to do it with only 2 fingers or any kind of limitation in the kitchen. But I have this little thing too. So I have options for you. So feel free to just
I've
grab.
never been so intimidated about chopping garlic in my whole life.
Well, you guys chop a lot of garlic here, I'm sure. And this is intimidating.
Like an entire case at a time, usually.
Yeah, I bet you fly through this pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so delicious. Now, this is a task that does take me a lot of time. And so, yeah, it's okay to be nervous. I'm getting you out of your comfort zone here. Right?
They all know I can cook. It's okay.
Okay. You know, right? So, all right. We don't have to race at this. I just want you to get started with me. Ask me questions. Tell me you're frustrated. If you swear, we'll make sure that we bleep it out. If we want to do that.
That is a chef thing. So.
All right. Here you go. Let's try.
Thank you.
This is probably now the most intimidating
piece of garlic I've ever seen.
Yeah, the most intimidating piece of chefery that you've ever had to do.
And I went to school for this.
Good. So yeah, well, think about that.
I can't even fathom how to hold my knife yet.
Well, here, give it a. Here, pick it up. I mean, you may have to find that you have to use your other hand.
That's true too.
Because you said the other one's longer.
Yeah, my other pinky's longer. Okay.
So you've got a big knife.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you can tell this is well loved, but see the size difference in that?
Yeah.
And as I've told everybody before, I find tools that are smaller because they fit my hand.
The funny thing is, so do I, because I have smaller hands.
Still not small.
And that's still too big right now.
So you let me know if you want to try this, but I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead.
Let's say usually
Go
I
ahead and do this.
crush it. Is how I usually open it.
But you can crush it because now you have this extra part on you. So I mean, we can just. Oh, there. See now that's the easy part, I think, because I think someone who may have
pretty
either
normal
issues with their hand, or maybe don't have a hand, or have some limb differences, could still kind of push down on that to get it open. But now here's the fun part. We're gonna make a little bit of a mess. I made your husband grate a lot of cheese, and it was funny. So, so let's do this. Okay. So that's pretty simple, right? We did it. You got it. That was easy.
That wasn't bad. But I wasn't intimidated by that part. So I'm gonna start with just one. So chefs usually, you pick up your knife and you do,
like that. See, you can still do that part.
Whoop. Get back here.
Okay, let's do that. So now you can slice it if you want.
So do you do things predominantly left hand or right hand?
Left-handed. This is the hand, like, I naturally have a curve in this hand, and it doesn't move. So this is really almost made to hold stuff. This part of my hand is kind of like the support.
Gotcha.
I really can't do as much with this hand, but this hand is like invaluable to the other one. So it's a nice balance, but everything's left-handed. And so I kind of have to move throughout my day thinking about how I'm going to grab and do things from the left side.
Yeah, you have to think about it.
Yeah. Like, people might see me wandering around my kitchen a lot in a weird circle, and I'm trying to think of, like, how am I going to grab this thing from my left? walk around my little island thing out there.
My pinky's a lot stronger than I thought it was.
Yeah. So you did it.
She's
getting, you know what? She was intimidated, but ooh, I feel it's rocking.
Yeah, you feel that?
It's rocking. See, you got it. Do you want to try the smaller knife?
That would probably be much easier. I'm surprised. I think maybe because my hand is used to this knife too, that it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
So most chefs, I would think, feel they kind of need all their fingers in the kitchen to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you thought before? Or
Yeah, I figured I was just going to go at it and rather than try to plan how to do it. So, look, I did it too.
you did it. See.
I kept up a little bit.
So you can chop it. You can do it. Here, try this one. Try this one. This might feel a little easier, and I like the grip on it because my finger doesn't go too far down.
Oh, you have like a little nook here.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep. And
That's yeah.
see, and it's still a chef's knife, but it's just tiny enough to.
And it's
to
much
work for me.
lighter.
It's super light.
Oh,
So
just throwing knives around. Sorry.
another thing I like to use in the kitchen, you can tell this is well loved as well, because I use this a ton. I think it's before pre-children. I think maybe even pre-marriage, which is a while ago. But I want to see if you want to try this one.
Garlic press.
Yeah.
I've never used a garlic press, even as a chef. So.
Yeah.
That worked
Keep
out
going.
very
Do
well.
you want to see how I do it?
Yeah. Because nothing came out.
Yeah, nothing came out. So going back to my cheese grater thing, and your husband couldn't do this, but I jam it back up in the bra. Okay. And then I can lean over and just
That was pretty good.
squirt that, and then
Nice.
flip that out. They say these things are supposed to come out clean. They never do. So if you're going to buy one, just know you're cleaning that thing out every time. So guess what? Your turn to use your bra.
Oh. I don't drop it first.
It's okay.
Good thing I wore a good bra today too.
That's right.
I almost wore a sports bra. That would have hurt.
Yeah, you need an underwire for this procedure here. Because, yeah, if you use a sports bra, you have nothing to kind of like hold it up.
This is not a G-rated show anymore.
No, it's not.
My boobies aren't big enough. I didn't have enough pressure.
There you go.
I got a little bit.
We can wave at the people going by on the boats
That's
as
it.
we You almost got it. Try one more time.
Okay, I
Like,
figured out
dig it
you
right
do
in
this
there.
show for your own entertainment is what it is. That's what it is. Nope, it's not going nowhere.
You gotta like really jam it right up in the middle. Right
Maybe
in
it's
the
because I have
middle.
a front clasp. It hurts a little bit.
Oh yeah. Back clasp.
Yeah.
See?
No,
No?
it's not going nowhere.
We'll try one more time. Why?
So what? She's gonna get it.
So you get it right up in there and just use palm of your hand or that heel and just and push and slide that up. It's that easy. But not right now. And I understand because I've taken you way out of your comfort zone with all of this. But yes,
That
it is a
wasn't
little
even
fun.
out of my comfort zone. That was just impressive. Like
Oh,
I
you
can't. Yeah,
I know, because chopping garlic's not a hard thing for you to do. So this was actually relatively okay. Do you want to try anything else that you think might help you chop faster?
I want to try to hold the mortar and pestle. That's got to be heavy.
It is. I
It's gotta
have
be
4.
super heavy.
I have 4 of these at home because
Yeah, that's
I love
really
them.
heavy.
But like I do aiolis in these.
And my hands are wet. You dry off my
So-
little pinkies
Here,
here.
look. Let's give you a big one. Make that easier. Here.
So you picked it up like it was nothing. Oh.
I have a lifetime of practice.
Oh. You get a little excited when you get it.
Well, that's kind of the thing. What I really like is when we've seen with other chefs is that we get in there, we tape you up. It's really kind of, it's different, and you don't know how you're going to do it. But
Right,
then
it's
as
so
we go
garlicky.
along, you figure out that you can.
You better be making something with garlic tonight. This is a lot of work for me.
This is.
It's the most work I've done all day today.
See, that's what the jar is for, too.
I'm gonna take it home.
Oh, well, there was always this recipe that my dad loved, and it was called green spaghetti. And it was green because it had 1 billion pounds of parsley in it, but it also had, like, I think, like 2 whole heads of garlic and like
Probably.
3 bunches of parsley, and it was my favorite.
It's
And white
probably delicious.
wine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
I got it.
See?
Yeah.
Excellent. You did it. Anything else you want to try? I don't know.
I don't even know what that is.
This is for garlic, too.
How are you supposed to?
So, this is the same thing. So instead of having to use this, you can pretty much do everything with your hand, right? You can smush it and peel it. But this one, this one, you press down and you rock it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So instead of having to use this, you can just kind of get a similar effect as that.
That's kind of cool.
Here's the issue.
Probably lose a lot.
Ooh, I'm grabbing stuff. But you have to go like this, and it's not as efficient. You actually chop it, but so much gets stuck in there, and you end up
Yeah.
you bang it on. It's still stuck. So this is not my favorite, really. It's this one, this, and my mortar and pestle that really do it for me. But,
I think the knife was the easiest. Just because that didn't work for me. That's easiest for you though.
So, were you expecting that this was going to be the easiest one to do?
No.
It's alright. See, it's not so bad. And I've told people I've never cut myself using a
That's
knife.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Most chefs cut themselves all the time.
Yeah. Well, I figured I don't ever have enough fingers to get in the way of anything
That's true.
to cut my hand. I do, though. I have the dropsies.
Oh, yeah.
My kitchen floor gets really whacked when I'm cooking in the kitchen because I'm constantly like, this, and it'll hit the floor, and then I drop the head of garlic. And
Well, stop boob squirting garlic
I know,
everywhere
I
in the
do.
kitchen.
It is kind of entertaining though. But when you're over a hot thing of pasta or something, just don't know.
Don't steam burn yourself.
No, we like to use cutting boards for things. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me, was that what you expected it to be, or is it a little? Is it easier?
It's
wasn't it?
easier than I expected it to be. I expected it to be harder. I never realized how tiny my pinkies were. So I would definitely get a smaller knife if I was in your position.
Mhm.
I like the array of tools you have at school too. Like to have all these different options. Like you were saying, your husband shakes the garlic too. And
Yeah,
stuff like
to
that.
take the peel off.
Yeah,
Because I've seen that bowl trick. Have you seen that bowl trick?
I have. I tried.
And
it.
they
It didn't,
shake them. I watched my husband put like 4 cloves in the jar, and he shook it like mad, and he just poured it out, and they were done.
That's
I
cool.
was like, well,
I've never tried that.
that'll be for him, right? That'll be his thing. So, what do you think for people with disabilities in the kitchen? What is something that they can think about or see that they can actually do maybe in the kitchen?
Well, I mean, I volunteer with Camp Good Days all the time, and we put on kids cooking classes. And I'd say the same thing to them that I say to the kids with cooking. It's not that you can't do it; it's that you haven't tried yet. It's you don't know how to make pasta because you haven't tried yet. You don't know how you're going to do it because you haven't tried yet. Any person can cook, no matter what their ability is, as long as they give it a try and figure out their own way. It seems like you've figured out your own way.
I've definitely figured out my own way, and just kind of going along with what you're saying is that really people can turn their limitations into opportunities to do something, right? They can do something different. They can do something they never thought they could do because they can just kind of step up and try, right? I know that this works for me, but you can try a different tool in the kitchen and keep.
Oh my goodness,
kind of like
there's a million tools nowadays too
there
for kitchen
are.
stuff.
And as you see, I often use my body to help me cook in the kitchen. It's kind of one of my most important tools for this job.
The funny thing is chefs do it too, just in different ways.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's kind of what I want people to see, is that we can all do it in all our different ways, and that everybody can get into the kitchen. Because I've heard some chefs say that, they think that your hands are the most important tool, that you can't cook without it, but, you just cooked with your pinkies.
Yeah.
Or you chop garlic and it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad. So, I mean, I really want to help change perspectives of people with disabilities getting into the kitchen, even in the food industry, seeing that they can get jobs and do something that they love.
Yeah.
Right? So, pretty cool. Well, I really want to thank you so much for letting me come on your pretty awesome food truck.
Well, you're welcome.
I know.
That's why
Yeah.
I love my food truck too.
It's pretty.
It's all shiny.
It's pretty. All right, everybody. So, if you liked what you saw today, you want to see more, I want you to reach out to me. Share the love. Wait. I'll redo that because I always do that backwards. Okay, everybody. If you like what you see, please follow along with the Fingerless Kitchen. You guys can go online and check out the chef and the cook and see what they're up to. Maybe see where the food truck's going to be so you can catch them around town. And I want you guys to show the love, share the message, hit that like button, follow along on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you want to find me. Get on my website, thefingerlesskitchen.com, and I want to hear from you. I really want to hear what you guys think. I want you to share stories and give things a try. This is kind of a fun way for me to get the message out and to get some chefs to come on board to seeing how we can do disability in the kitchen. So, all right, everybody. Thank you, DeAnna.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you later. Bye now.